Remember shopping at this big sporting goods store for all your outdoor gear? Or picking up the latest novel at what was once the largest bookstore in the country? Today, we take a look at 10 big retail stores that went out of business, Part 2. Sports Authority was a major retailer of sporting goods and outdoor gear, headquartered in Englewood, Colorado. Founded in 1987, it grew rapidly, reaching 463 stores across the United States and Puerto Rico at its peak. The company was known for providing a wide range of products from apparel to sports equipment, catering to various athletic and outdoor activities. Due to financial struggles, Sports Authority filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2016, and by the end of August that year, all its stores were closed. The brand name and intellectual property were acquired by Dick's Sporting Goods, another key player in the industry. Sports Authority once held the naming rights to the stadium now known as Empower Field at Mile High, home of the Denver Broncos. Waldenbooks was a large bookstore chain that started in 1933 during the Great Depression. The founders, Lawrence Hoyt and Melvyn Kafka, initially set up a rental library to make books more affordable during the tough economic times. The chain grew quickly, and by 1962, Waldenbooks expanded from rental services to selling books outright, riding the wave of increasing paperback book production after World War II. As shopping malls became popular, it was the largest bookstore chain in the country. Despite its success, Waldenbooks eventually faced liquidation in 2011 as part of the bankruptcy of its parent company, the Borders Group. CompUSA was a popular retailer that sold computers, electronics, and technology products. Founded in 1984 as Soft Warehouse in Addison, Texas, it later changed its name to CompUSA in 1991 when it expanded and started opening stores nationwide. The company was well known for its large stores, sometimes called superstores, that offered a wide variety of tech gadgets and services, including computer repairs. Over the years, CompUSA grew to have hundreds of stores across the United States and was one of the biggest computer retailers in the country. However, due to competition from online retailers and other stores, CompUSA began to struggle and eventually closed all of its stores by 2012. At one point, CompUSA owned a piece of internet history by acquiring the valuable domain name software.com for its use. Hollywood Video was a popular video rental company that began in 1988 and became the main competitor to Blockbuster Video. The company expanded quickly, and by the mid-1990s, it operated hundreds of stores across the United States. Hollywood Video was known for its large selection of movies and video games, which made it a favorite place for families to find entertainment for the weekend. In 2005, the company was purchased by Movie Gallery, but it struggled financially and closed all stores by 2010 after the parent company went bankrupt. Despite its closure, Hollywood Video left a lasting impact on the movie rental industry. After its stores closed, the Hollywood Video website was relaunched as a blog that curated movie news, although it stopped updating in 2014. Mervyn's was an iconic department store chain that began in San Lorenzo, California in 1949. It was founded by Mervyn G. Morris, who decided to use a Y instead of an I in the store's name for a more appealing look. Mervyn's was known for selling a wide range of products, including clothing, footwear, jewelry, and home goods. The store grew in popularity because it offered quality products at lower prices than its competitors, catering to the needs of middle-class families. Over the years, Mervyn's expanded across the western United States and operated numerous stores. After its closure in 2009 due to bankruptcy, the Morris family bought back the rights to the Mervyn's name, planning to relaunch it as an online store, though the revival ultimately did not happen. Eckerd Corporation was a prominent pharmacy chain that started in 1898 in Erie, Pennsylvania, by Joseph Milton Eckerd and Z. Tatum. It grew from a single store to become the second largest pharmacy chain in the U.S., with over 2,800 stores across 23 states. In 1996, Eckerd was purchased by JCPenney and combined with JCPenney's existing stores under the Eckerd name. However, by 2004, due to financial struggles, JCPenney sold Eckerd to CVS and Jean Coutu Group, which later sold the chain to Rite Aid in 2007. At its height, Eckerd was known for innovations like one-hour photo labs in many of its stores. Despite its closure, Eckerd's legacy continued in the form of existing store credit cards, being accepted by CVS until 2014. Kaufmans was a well-known department store that originated in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, founded by brothers Morris, Jacob, and Isaac Kaufman in 1871. Originally a small men's store on the South Side, it grew to become a regional chain with stores in multiple states. The store was known for a wide range of products including clothing, furniture, and jewelry. In 2006, Kaufmans was acquired by Macy's, which marked the end of the store's independent operations. Throughout its history, Kaufmans was a staple of Pittsburgh culture, famous for its downtown flagship store known as the Big Store. Its downtown Pittsburgh store featured a large outdoor clock, which became a popular meeting spot known locally as Meet Me Under Kaufman's Clock. KB Toys, originally known as Kaufman Brothers, started in 1922 as a candy wholesaler. It transitioned into a toy business, becoming a major player in the American toy industry. By the 1970s, KB Toys had established itself in shopping malls across the United States, becoming known for its wide variety of toys and games. The store went through several ownership changes, including being acquired by big corporations that expanded its presence nationwide. Unfortunately, KB Toys faced financial difficulties and filed for bankruptcy multiple times, ultimately closing in 2009. The KB Toys brand continues to influence the toy industry, as its trademarks and intellectual property were acquired by other companies, looking to leverage its nostalgic value. Gottschalks was a department store chain that began in 1904, founded by a German-Jewish immigrant named Emil Gottschalk in Fresno, California. The store originally started as a dry goods store and expanded over the years into a significant retail presence in the western U.S. At its peak, Gottschalks operated 58 department stores and 3 specialty apparel stores across 6 states, including California and Washington. In 2009, the company faced financial difficulties and filed for bankruptcy, leading to its eventual closure. Gottschalks was known for locating its stores in smaller cities where there was less competition, a strategy that made it a primary shopping destination in those areas. It was the first American department store to fully automate its sales transactions in 1976, using electronic wands to read barcodes and process store credit cards. Ames was a well-known American discount store chain founded in 1958 in Southbridge, Massachusetts. It grew quickly, expanding to 700 stores across the Northeast, Midwest, and Upper South, making it the 4th largest discount store retailer in the United States at its peak. Ames served a diverse customer base in rural and suburban areas by offering affordable clothing, housewares, and electronics. However, the store faced financial difficulties, including 2 major bankruptcy filings. The first bankruptcy in 1990 was due to excessive debt from acquiring other chains and overextending credit to customers. Even though it closed its doors in 2002, there were plans to revive the brand by 2026, aiming to bring back a piece of retail history. If you're a fan of shopping and missed part 1 of this series, be sure to click on this video right here.